This is music, and this is the Hauly Trinity. Welcome to another haul/update video. What I'm gonna show you looks like a crazy mega haul, but it actually isn't. It's 3 mid-sized hauls that I picked up in the end of March and the beginning of April. So I picked up some CDs from EMP. I picked up some vinyl records from Accord. And I picked up some vinyl records and a couple of cassette tapes from Mephisto. Let's just get to it. First up, the EMP haul. I normally don't buy that many music media from EMP. It's more merch. But occasionally I do pick some up, and that's what happened this time around. So up first, The Redemption of William Black by Blaze Bayley. I actually helped finance the first 2 William Black releases, or the first 2 Infinite Entanglement releases, but it wasn't possible for me to do that with this one, the third one. But always happy to have some Blaze Bayley in my collection. I also picked this one up here, Neighbor Hell by Eldritch, melodic power thrash. So that is always good. I do like some power thrash. Some more thrash, Over and Out by Darkness. Darkness, in my opinion, are a very good thrash metal band. Some of their music can be a bit weird, but that doesn't have to mean that it's bad. I kind of like that, actually. Some more thrash metal. Accusers, the Mastery here. Accuser, very good technical thrash metal band, I would say. On to some more power metal stuff. Lovebites in the beginning, their greatest hits compilation. This is the JPU Records version. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna get around to listening to this one, because my plan was to explore Mary's Blood first, but I might listen to this casually. Running Wild here, a recent, I think, Running Wild release I realized I didn't have. I'm a big fan of their 80s and early 90s stuff, but I haven't paid that much attention to what they released after that. I'm kind of getting into it now, though. And up last, Violent Restitution by Razor. So some more, I guess, thrash speed metal stuff. So those were the CDs from EMP. Up next, the vinyl records from Accord, and Accord is really like a chain of local record stores in Copenhagen. I sometimes go to some of their shops and pick some things up physically, and I sometimes just buy some stuff from their webpage, and that's what happened this time around. So let's have a look at it. Up first, Nasty Cuts by The Accused, some horror themed crossover thrash, I would say. Very good stuff. I really like their vocalist. I haven't delved that much into The Accused, but their vocalist is also involved in Denial Fiend, and I quite like Denial Fiend. I also found a pretty cool copy of Axe Witch's Visions of the Past. So that is pretty cool as well. Dutch, as far as I remember, sort of traditional metal, I think. Letting Loose by Heavy Pettin. This was just kind of cheap, so I decided to go for it. I have been interested in listening to some Heavy Pettin. I actually don't know them other than they are kind of a hard rock band. The next one was kind of like a blind buy. I was just too curious. Helpless, and then it was called Pop Heavy. So I don't know if this is gonna be like pop metal or what. They look more like a kind of a biker band. So that's gonna be very, very interesting. Pop Heavy by Helpless. Hero, some, I think, commercial, more poppy hard rock, very 80s looking too, as you can see, but I don't mind a bit of that once in a while. The reissue of Lizzie Borden's Menace to Society. I made a video some time ago in which I admitted that I had never heard Lizzie Borden, and there was a comment like, wow, you've never heard Lizzie Borden? But no, yeah, I grew up in Odense in Denmark, and as a kid I had access to the sort of mainstream things, AC/DC, Metallica, Iron Maiden, things like that, right? But Lizzie Borden was not that, they were not that popular in Denmark. And when I got around to getting old enough to buying my own stuff, the music scene had turned to extreme metal and thrash metal and groove metal, and this stuff had sort of fallen out of favor. So, they were kind of like, they went, past me without me even noticing. And I'm sure we all have experiences like that. But Metal Retro Blaze recommended one of the other Lizzie Borden albums, so I can thank her for getting a bit into Lizzie Borden. So that's great. This one also kind of piqued my interest. Nitro, OFR, out fucking rages, and dude, look at look at these guys. I mean, this is exaggerated, right? That's over the top. TJ Racer, look at his hair. That's just over the top as well. Michelangelo, I mean, you need 8 arms to play that guitar. And Jim Gillette, I've never seen that many studs on a person that some people might think is a stud. I don't know. Bobby Rock just looks like Bobby Rock. So their style is glam and speed metal. So, I mean, I was about to say you cannot go wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure you can go very wrong with that. But let's see. It's going to be fun. The next one, Saxon's Crusader. I do have this one on a CD, but with, cover artwork like this. That stuff that looks so good in the vinyl record format. And I remember picking this one up once in a while in the local music library. And I was always intrigued by the band photos, especially the bass player. I was like, what in the fuck is this guy doing? That looks crazy. And also the this guy here, the guitar guy with the trucker cap. That was also kind of fascinating to me. But it's a great album. Probably my favorite Saxon album, and in no small part because of the title track, which is just really amazing. So some Crusader. The next one, Dirty Pleasures by Transit. I think this is again more kind of like more hard rock, glam kind of stuff. So that was the Accord haul. Then let's turn to the Mephisto haul. I got some cassette tapes. Let's just look at them first. Now, Mephisto is a very small but absolutely awesome heavy metal themed record store here in Copenhagen. I bought some things from their web shop while we had lockdowns and things like that going on, but I finally got around to just, from work. It's not even on the way home from work, but I can sort of, bicycle a certain route, and then suddenly it is on the way home from work. So I have an excuse. So I finally managed to go to his brick and mortar shop and buy some stuff from him in person. And he seems like, the guy who owns Mephisto seems like a really super cool, just a really nice guy. And it's a great record store. It's kind of like in the basement of a building in some back street, and it's very, very small, so it's hyggeligt. We have this expression in Danish, hyggelig, which is very difficult to translate, but maybe some of you know it. But that's where you find that vibe, the hyggelig vibe, especially if you're into metal. Great experience going to his shop and just, you know, flipping through the vinyl records. And I didn't get to look at the CDs this time around, but I plan to come back several times. I went straight to the cassette tape section first and picked up some stuff. So first we have this one here, Defeaters, Endless Ray, another Dying Victims Productions tape here, and this one was very cheap. I couldn't help myself. This is a second-hand one, America's Most Wanted by Ugly Kid Joe. I actually quite like Ugly Kid Joe. They have some very good songs. It's kind of like funk hard rock, and it's kind of like almost like anti-glam. Their name is a kind of a pun on Pretty Boy Floyd. So they went with the opposite, Ugly Kid Joe. And also saw this one second hand, Bow Wow Cyclone. So that's Bow Wow. And I think they changed their name to Bow Wow to be a bit more international. I don't really see the logic in that, but I mean, if they went from Bow Wow to Bow Wow, that would make a bit more sense. And I can't remember which way, but I think it's Bow Wow to Bow Wow. In any case, Japanese hard rock metal. And this was one of the things I had decided I'm going to go to his shop, Mephisto, physically and picking this one up. That's Völva, Promises Unfold as Lies, crusty black metal. So that's gonna be a very interesting experience listening to that. And I also picked up some vinyl records, and some of these were also some things I had decided to go to his shop and pick up in person. So up first, Fear of Tomorrow by Artillery. I had actually decided not to pick any other Artillery albums up on vinyl because I have them all on CD, other than by Inheritance. But he had this one in the second-hand section. This is the Back on Black reissue, but he had it as a second-hand version, so it was quite cheaper than when you buy it, you know, mint. And it is pretty much mint anyways, so there you go. Of course, you gotta jump on that one if you like some thrash metal, right? And in the same batch, he had this one here, Terror Squad. So same story. The Back on Black reissue, second hand, pretty much mint, and slightly cheaper than if you bought it from, you know, absolutely mint condition. The next one, that's one of two records. Again, I decided I'm gonna go to his shop and pick these up. So that is Hadron, I think, Evil Lady, doom metal, traditional doom metal with a 70s rock vibe. And I decided to keep this hype sticker on, which is just a piece of paper that he's printed out and taped it onto the outer sleeve. And this is so do-it-yourself that it's absolutely fantastic. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna keep this. So that's great. The color is translucent, transparent, brown and black swirl vinyl. Yeah, I mean, let's just have a look at it, shall we? There's also some, I can see some promo material in it. So looks like this. It actually looks very cool. Because normally, you know, it's a brown color. You go, that sounds like it doesn't look very nice. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, and just this one here. Steel Inferno, another great band. And it's Steel Inferno is a speed metal, thrash metal band. And both this Hadron here and Steel Inferno, they're both released on Dead Bangers Productions, which is the label that is owned by the same dude who owns the Mephisto shop. And again, Hadron, Evil Lady, Doom metal, tasty traditional Doom metal with 70s rock vibe. And I also picked up their self-titled album here. So there you go. Purple vinyl. I'm gonna keep this sticker too. Yeah, I think we've seen purple vinyl before, so I don't think I need to show this one. And some more stuff I picked up from their secondhand section. This one here, Killer, Shock Waves. I've had my eyes on this one sort of online for a while. It's not a grail or anything, but you know, when you see it, and it wasn't too expensive, in a shop that you want to support, you pick it up. And up last, Ugly by Wargasm, some thrash metal, and it's on Vomit vinyl, and it says 1993 US thrash, first time on vinyl. So I'm gonna keep both of these homemade hype stickers. I think that's absolutely awesome. You know what? Let's just have a look at this Vomit vinyl. Yeah, this is. I mean, if this is Vomit, you gotta see a fucking doctor. You know what I mean? Let's have a look at the other one, because it's a where's the other one? It's, oh, okay, it's there. There you go. Yeah. Vomit. Yeah, if you're a fucking mutant, there you go. Anyways, 3 halls combined into one, Hauly Trinity. Really great to actually be able to go to Mephisto, the brick and mortar shop. I overheard him having a chat with another customer, and you know, he opened his shop in, I think he said 2019, right? And then pretty much immediately he got hit by the lockdowns, right, in 2020. And then in 2021 he was only allowed to have 1 customer because of the COVID situation. So I think it's awesome that he's still in business, because this would, I think, probably cause most other businesses to just close down. But I think he has probably a very supportive base of customers, and I'm happy to be one of them. But anyways, if you find yourself in Copenhagen at some point, please do go and check out his shop, Mephisto, and you know, just pick up maybe a cassette tape or a record or a couple of CDs or something, right? Because it's a great shop, and I want it to stay in business forever. But yeah, Mephisto, some CDs from EMP and some records from Accord. Same thing with Accord. If you find yourself in Copenhagen, go to one of the Accord stores, or one of the sound stores, or second-hand records. They're all part of the Accord chain. But you know, support the record stores when you can, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching.